Welcome, my fabulous diamond painting fanatics. I'm DiDi, and you know what to do. Get your kits, get ready, and let's get driven because today, by a landslide of votes, I'm working on my fall elf. Isn't she gorgeous? And last Monday, you saw the unboxing of the other two amazing fairies I got from the same series. And I love them all. But you guys hadn't seen the other ones, so I couldn't quite put them up in my line of possibilities. Now, could I? And it took some effort getting ready to actually do a drill with me on this one, because today's Monday evening, and last Friday I worked on my Misty Bridge before. You might remember. But last Friday I was still working on my Misty Bridge. Sorry for the little movement there. And I wasn't even halfway done. So I did more than half of my 30 by 40 in little over a weekend. And trust me, I didn't only do diamond painting. I did a lot related to diamond painting, especially on Saturday. But I really didn't have a lot of time to paint. Because last Saturday I filmed 8 videos. 8, yeah. And with this one, I need to edit 10 videos in total. I still had one unboxing on my phone that I hadn't edited before. So I need to do that one. And I need to get this one edited and uploaded before Wednesday. That's gonna be a bit tricky since I need to go work in a little over an hour. Well, I need to leave to go to work in a little over an hour. So yeah. I'm not really quite sure how I'm gonna manage to do that. But we'll see. Most likely I'll just do a couple. I'll do this one and the one I want to upload on Friday. And do the rest during the weekend. But yeah, so I did a lot of filming. I had 2 unboxings to film, and I'm in love with one of the stores. I absolutely am. In love with the store you most likely see on Monday. I'm gonna put it quite early on in my listing because my planning is filled till the half of February by now. But this store surprised me so much that I wanted to show you sooner, so I'm just gonna rearrange some of my videos. So that's gonna take me some time to do, but that's okay. So yeah, what else? Of course, I did my last drill with me on Wednesday, so there isn't really much that happened last week. Besides, I was able to join in quite a couple of live streams and new lives that I haven't joined in before, so that was nice. I worked, of course I did, and I had a workout on Friday morning. I need some more wax. I had a workout on Friday morning, and then I needed to do an evening shift, and it was such fun. Can you hear the sarcasm coming from me? I have one colleague who always leaves our department a mess. She doesn't really finishes up her work, leaves a lot of loose ends. And she isn't really open to criticism on it. So also this Friday, when she was training one of my new colleagues, I arrived exactly at the same time of a patient to our department. So then we need to fill in the chart, make sure everything is settled, and yeah, and I was early. I was like 20 minutes early for my shift, and her shift ends at that point approximately an hour later. So she and my new colleague were chatting and trying to chart another patient that had come half an hour before that. So I got my information for all the patients in the department and or on the ward, I think that's the better word. And then I need to go and listen to what the surgical department has for issues on their floors, because in the evening shifts we do attend to the surgical departments as well. So I left my department right after my colleague told me everything about the patients that were there. She didn't mention anything about the new patient. And by the time I got back, nothing and absolutely nothing was written down. And mind me, that's an hour and a half later than when the patient arrived in our ward. And she absolutely did nothing for the chart. There was nothing arranged. She looked at me like I was an idiot, asking why it wasn't done. She said, yeah, well, I said you needed to do that. I said, no, you didn't. You said you need to see that girl. Yeah. No, it needed to be seen. So I thought you were going to do that. No, we're still busy working on the other one. Well, the other one she charted, the work wasn't even done. So she didn't look at the lab results, which is very nice if your boss does the rounds with you. And goes on and on about all the things you missed and why you missed them. And of course I'm missing my tweezers right now because I misplaced that drill. And I was like, well, she just arrived and apparently my colleagues didn't look at the lab results. But of course that isn't any excuse. So I had to recharge the first, start from scratch on the other one, whilst also being responsible for all the other patients in our ward. So yeah, my shift started fabulously. I didn't eat until 9 in the evening. I was cranky as hell because each time I sat down to just type, someone else would come and ask stuff. And yeah, it was so annoying having to do her job. And of course I know she has a shift and it ends But what most of us do is that when a patient arrives at the end of your shift, you just do the groundwork. So you make sure everything the nurses need to get started on this patient, that's in the system. You do a basic history. You can get that from the computer. Take a look at the labs, make sure everything is settled. And then you say, well, I just did this, this, and this. All you need to do is make the plan and make sure to check the patient. So you do not even need to see the patient, you just do some chart work. And administrative work takes up a long time, especially when you know your colleague isn't going to be back in your own ward in 54 minutes, or sorry, 45 minutes. 45 minutes that it takes to listen to all the surgeons talk about their patients and the problems on their wards. So you know that patient isn't going to be seen. There's nothing written about it, nothing done for this patient, so the nurses do not know what to do. Medication isn't given, that might need to be given soon. So yeah, you could understand that for a control freak as and I feel a lot of responsibility for all the patients in my ward. That's just unacceptable behavior. The moment the patient gets in your ward, you're responsible and you need to make sure the first care is given. And if it means working late, so be it. But there were two doctors, my new colleague and her, and they were just chatting. So, in my opinion, one of them could have started typing while the other was supervising or something else, but this was just, it was so annoying. It was so effing annoying, and it literally my entire evening, my entire planning didn't work because of that issue. Because the moment you get back on the floor, you need to start doing rounds with your boss. And then you come to the patient that hasn't been charted yet. And of course, who gets the blame? That's you. Since in the 5 minutes that you've been on the floor, you should have been able to chart the entire patient. Yeah. So, lovely shift. But we do have those, but this colleague, she always has tricks like that. She's capable of arriving exactly 1 minute before her shift starts, when she has the night shift, and we all try to be there a bit earlier so you can just make sure that you have a little bit more overlap, that your night shift colleague does not have to work late, trying to keep everything settled. So yeah, joyous evening. She doesn't do it. She doesn't come early. She actually always arrives late, which has led to me and several other colleagues needing to perform procedures after 11 o'clock, which take at least an hour and a half to perform, because she's just chatting with the nursing staff or late or something else. And as you can hear from my tone of voice, I'm really sick and tired of her. And if she was an amazing doctor, I would accept it a little bit better. But she isn't. She isn't. And worst of all, she's just an awful colleague. So, yeah. It's just she doesn't take her responsibility, and my bosses don't see that because they just, I think he'll need to walk around naked for an entire day before my bosses actually realize something's wrong. So, as long as the patients aren't dying on your shift, they do not mind. They do not mind you don't do your job right. You don't do your administrative duties. But, hey. And luckily for me, I need to work with my favorite boss this night. And I actually I have an appointment for myself tomorrow morning. So I'll go straight from my night shift into the hospital. Because I need to have that 24-hour EKG to have my heart rhythm checked out to make sure that I don't have any arrhythmias too regularly, or to diagnose whatever is going on. But yeah, so I need to be there the planning is quite tight. So I'll actually need to ask my boss if he wants to do the rounds in the morning where we tell our colleagues which patients we have and what's happened in the last 24 hours. Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to be on time in the hospital and knowing what kind of beep he is. Yeah, I just beat myself. It's gonna take some argumentation to get away early. And with early I mean my shift ends at 8:15 and I need to be in my car by 9 o'clock. And I actually never make it. So actually I just need to leave on time this time. But we'll see. So yeah, that's gonna be fun because I get a little device that registers my entire heart rhythm for 24 hours. So I'll need to sleep with it, I need to work with it. I need to make sure that I'm not placing my phone too close to it. And during my night shift I have my mobile phone on me. I got the pager from the hospital on me. So that's going to be quite challenging, I would say. But I'm so hoping that I get that interview at the ER that I would really, if you didn't notice, I really want to leave this hospital. The department I'm working on, it's just not my cup of tea. I want to go back to the ER, and I'm hoping to get an interview for a position there somewhere this month, I think. So yeah. And then I think I've got a week and a half of vacation time left. So I actually might just get all my days before I leave. I need to get all my days before I leave. Which means that I might be off half of February and I need to start work the beginning of March, which would be awesome. But we'll see, we'll see. What else has been happening? Oh, I went to my favorite bar. And the story of the bar, I used to study in Rotterdam. And I met a guy, a friend, just a friend. In my last 2 years, we got assigned the same group. And we really became good friends. And every Sunday evening when I returned to Rotterdam, because I spent the weekends at my parents' place, we would go and have cocktails and should play pool. And well, I would have cocktails and he would have beer. But cocktails were really good. And I think we did that for almost 2 years. So yeah, we played a lot of pool in those days, and I wasn't good, but I managed to be an acceptable player, let's call it that. But since my studies are over, I haven't played a lot of pool, and I really kind of forgot how to do it. So yeah, now we have this tradition that once every year we meet in that bar on a Sunday evening. We eat a burger, I have a cocktail, and then we play some pool. And since he still plays a little pool from time to time, he's actually quite good still. Sorry, my brain isn't functioning. And I'm just missing the most easy balls, and I'm shooting all the impossible ones. Yeah. So last night I had a lovely burger. And then we played pool. And out of the 7 games we played, I lost 6, but I also won once. And it wasn't because he made an error and spotted the black one and a white one in the same session. No, I actually outshot him. So that was awesome. The little victory dance there. And I had the most amazing, fabulous extremely wrong cocktail. I'm not even gonna say its name. It's a bit X-rated in the name, so let's not do that because we have might have some young viewers, and I don't want to get all kind of moms in complaining because I taught their children a naughty word. But it is a lovely creamy cocktail served on ice with Bailey's, amaretto, vodka, coffee liqueur, whipped cream, and then it has one of those cherries on top. So yeah. And then because I need to drive and you don't drink and drive, alright, I just had one cocktail at the beginning of the evening. And I got in my car approximately an hour or something like 3 hours later. I got in my car, so most of the alcohol was out of my system. And we're still allowed to have one alcoholic beverage while driving, well actually 2, but with it being a cocktail there might have been a bit more alcohol in there than just one wine. I stayed on the safe side and had mocktails for the rest of the evening, which are nice. It gave me a little brain freeze, but they were nice. And we just catched up on life. Each year, after New Year, we send each other New Year's wishes by text message, and we always start with, we really haven't seen each other a long while, we need to meet up. And then in the first week we always meet up, and then it goes alright for approximately 4 months, and then I come to his birthday, and then we don't see each other again for the entire year. So January to June go quite alright, and after that we always forget to plan. But he works in my hometown every other Tuesday, so I told him, well, we could always get a little bite to eat when you're going home, because it's just a waste that he's in my hometown and we never meet up. And he has a new girlfriend. I haven't met her yet, but she was quite jealous that we were gonna hang. So we had good fun about that. But he's just a friend. I don't think there's ever been any other kind of feelings. Well, it's definitely not from my end. He's kind of short. He's kind of really short. Or I'm really tall, the way you want to look at it. But yeah. I must say I like these diamonds. They fit real nicely. I'm not really good at doing square ones, but they seem to fit quite nicely in the largest sections. and I do love these colors. So yeah, but it was so fun knowing that you were gonna watch the unboxing of the other two elves today, and my phone kind of exploded with all the comments that were made quite soon after it's been posted. So thank you all for all these nice comments you made on the other two elves. And of course I'll link the unboxing of this canvas in the description section below, and I'll also leave the link for this canvas store on AliExpress. I'll leave it also down below, because this is a 40 by 50, as you can see, is square. And yeah, I think it's gonna be fabulous. I did find that while it has been resting for a while, I got some bubbles in my sticky, but they came out quite easy. But yeah, I was so trying to get the other one done. Literally, I finished that one, I started de-kitting, started kitting up this one, then took a quick shower because I hadn't showered since my workout. I had a workout and I was smelly and just dirty, and I just wanted to get everything done. So I was going and going and going, and then I had this one kitted up, and it was like, yeah, alright, so I need to take a shower because I can't go work smelling all sweaty, yucky. No, I can't do that. So yeah, that's my week been so far, just stressing to get the painting done. So my next 2, 3, definitely 2 others, my other drill with me's will be on this painting, because tomorrow most likely I'll just edit stuff and try to upload things to my channel, plan and make sure everything's on the right side. I found out how to do the end screens. I just came across them today. So I'll be making more suitable end screens. One with the clickable. Don't you guys hate it when you've got 2 drills stuck in your funnel and no matter how hard you tap it, they're not moving. Alright, there we go. And let me get this one. Up a bit. So I've got this painting to my easel by using some packing tape, but it's always getting loose. So I might need to figure out something else to do with it. Let's see, do I need case or those? No, I don't. And we've been going for a little over half an hour, so let me try to find the next symbol that isn't in ginormous amount, and of course gonna work. No, I do not need the U-tone one. I do not need the arrow one. So next up, 310. Can you guess what the 310s are in this area? All those nice little dashes. So trust me, I'm not gonna do all of those in this drill with me. Don't you just, I always like it, a round one. Don't you just hate it when you start up a new kit and you've got, this one has 40 something colors. And you start out with a section where you only need a couple, and you need to start out with doing large sections of the same color. I do not like color blocking. Give me some nice pieces of confetti and I'm a happy girl. But I think this one is going to be a lot of color blocking. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, what else? What else? What else? What else? I need to find a new tag to work on because I'm running out of things to tell you guys. It makes my life seem a bit dull. And trust me, it isn't. Oh, yeah, I remembered. I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. No. No, really? You're on YouTube? No, I'm on Facebook now. So if you want to, you can befriend me. Just search for the person Dutch Dog Diamond Painting. Yeah, I made a Facebook profile with my channel name. But you can befriend me and I'll post some whips on there. Sneak peeks of next packages. I'm also in the Crafters Anonymous group, with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. So yeah, you can. You're more than welcome to befriend me. If you want to, if you don't, that's fine. But I'm there and would love hearing and seeing what you guys are working on. So if you haven't already, subscribe to Miss Crochet and Coffee's group because she has the Crafters Anonymous group. And it isn't just diamond painting, it's all kinds of crafts. And yes, it's a nice page, but it's a small group, which is good because then we can get to know each other really well. And if you guys haven't noticed, I'm having difficulties pronouncing really today. Yeah. Let's just say it's one of those days. It's just one of those days. I needed to, during my workout today, I needed to count to 10. Great success. Absolutely a great success. I don't think I ever it came to the point where I just said to my trainer, just count and tell me when to stop. And then he played a trick on me because I needed to run 300 meters on the treadmill. And I found my zone. So when I find my zone, I don't look down. I just keep running. And normally he would press, it would call out the moment I hit the 300, and I'll need to do the other part of the workout he's planned for that day. But he didn't, so he made me run. Well, I ran. He didn't make me. I ran 400 meters, and then I found out that I ran a little bit too far. He was like, "Yeah, I was wondering when you were gonna notice." It's like, I wasn't. That's your job, making sure I don't run too far. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this little section of 3/10 here, and then I'll need to do my hair because I came out of the shower and I haven't even brushed my hair. So I need to do that, and then I need to go work. But they really fit nicely together. It's nice. Whoa. So that's nice. Yeah, I hope you liked this video. I'm not gonna ask you what to work on next because trust me, I'm gonna work on this one for probably a good 3 weeks, something like that. I'm not really fast when it comes to squares, but I nagged a bit on about my colleague, and I think it's one of my pet peeves, colleagues that do not really take their responsibilities. So I'm kind of wondering what your pet peeve is when it comes to work. What really drives you crazy? Let me know. I really want to know if I'm the only one that's crazy enough to go all berserk on their colleagues. Probably I am, but yeah, it makes me who I am. And as always, I would like to thank you for watching. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell button and hit like. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.